What's up, guys? Got a recent request to do a gameplay video of a PS2 game. It's a Medal of Honor game. I ended up getting it. So as far as I can tell, for whatever reason, I have the latest version of the PS2 emulator, and I tested it before making this video. For whatever reason, it crashes right before gameplay. I think this game has problems in general before even starting it. I haven't looked it up yet, but I'm pretty sure there's some kind of emulating issue. The only version of the emulator that I can run in it is an old version that's specifically made for Shadows of the Colossus, because Shadows of the Colossus, needs that extra push, and this makes it run really good. Now, you've probably seen my video previously on Shadows of the Colossus, and this is the version of the emulator I use for that, which is really old, 1.3.1. I don't know why 1.5 doesn't run the game. I mean, it runs the game. Movie clips are slow at the beginning, and then suddenly crash as soon as you get to gameplay, after you watch the long movie clip at the beginning. So, I've actually got to gameplay, and don't take my word for it. Let's check it out and see what it looks like. Yeah, so this is Medal of Honor European Assault for PS2. Let's see how it runs. So you're going to see that it runs a little too fast because my Shadows of the Colossus setup is really fast. Frame limiting is like completely off. This version of the emulator is specifically for that game, but I use it for games that are like really slow, like ridiculously slow, like for instance 24, Alias, these kind of games that generally have problems even if you have a good PC. Run great on there. The Getaway. So this is like a problematic version of emulator that I have this running in. I hope I didn't open the yeah, okay, I opened the right one. Oh, it looks like it's running on time now. Anyway, when I just played it before, it was running slow because I'm sorry, not slow, fast, because I had frame limiter off. When I turned it back on, it didn't do anything. So, oh, maybe I can skip the movie clips. Are you sure you want to overwrite the save game? No. Are you sure you want to continue without saving? No. You want to save your profile? No. Why you do this? Alright, whatever. I guess I'm saving over the old game. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. So it appears to be running on time now. In terms of frame rate, it's running at 60 frames per second. We didn't get the gameplay yet. But, hopefully they allow me to skip the movie clip, because it's very long. If it doesn't, then I'll just take frame limiting off, because that's how I originally had it. So it was really fast, too fast, but it was a good thing because the movie clip was long. Somehow I don't think I'll be able to skip it, so let me just turn frame limiter off. Oh, wait. Okay, and if you want to see the settings for this version of emulator that I have, you can go ahead and look at my old Shadows of the Colossus video, and you'll see the settings there. It's the same exact settings for this particular emulator. Anyway, on the latest version of this emulator, this movie clips was running extremely bad before it crashed when we got the gameplay. So this is already an improvement. And but this got a lot of speed hacks, I guess.
I tell them that I did the same thing we all did.
Alright.
We fought for what was right.
Disable frame limiting. And I guess once I disable frame limiting, I gotta start the whole thing over again.
There's nothing good about
It's gonna take a long time to load up that game. There's the reason why I did that. So let's load it up real quick. Now it's gonna load fast, like I was telling you. No offense to the game, the movie clip seems great, but takes too long. I'm limited on time. I've already wasted 5 minutes talking. Alright, so let's get to gameplay. And you're going to see in a minute why I think that this game just generally has issues running on PS2 emulator. Sorry about my lighting and focus. It's pretty bad.
Ask me what I did in the war. I tell them that I did the same thing we all did. We fought for what was right. I've come to realize that there's nothing good about war, but there is good in why you fight wars. And we were all fighting for the same thing. Oh, Father, this doesn't feel right. My kingdom come. Check your magazines. Remember to stay low.
You know, Holt, when I volunteered, I couldn't wait for this moment. Now that it's here.
Winslow's been monitoring the radio, sir. Looks like the stolen signals worked. The Jerrys still think we're one of their own.
That's a super fast ambush. Oh, wow. Oh. Anyway, believe it or not, Shadows of the Colossus runs great at this speed. Alright, here's gameplay. Now take a look at the graphics. This is why I say I think that this game generally has a problem running in general on the PS2 emulator. Because look at the graphics, it's like all weird. Is it playable? Yeah, but here's the thing. You can't see anybody. Now it runs at full speed, which is like 30 frames per second, which is pretty bad for a first-person shooter, but that's just how PS2 was. So I've gotten used to 60 frames per second, so I'm a little bit spoiled. But can you play it? Yeah, you can play it, but you won't be able to enjoy it. You'll be able to see through walls, which might actually be an advantage. But you see these artifacts here, not good. Now, if this is only on the Razer Edge Pro, if this is not something that's normal, let me know in the comments, because I never played this game on anything else, and to be honest with you, I wouldn't really call this playable. But hey, we can spray bullets all over the place. Invisible walls, hide behind invisible cover. If you know the game well enough to be able to enjoy it like this, just to be able to play it portably, that's something that you can explore. There might be special settings on the PS2 website. Sometimes they have special settings for certain games. Sometimes they don't. This might fall into one of the categories of games that are just hasn't been implemented yet, because I've never seen a game look like this on the PS2 emulator ever. I mean, I've played games that's in that small percentage of 1% or whatever that doesn't play right, and they at least look good. This is missing everything. This is missing textures, glitching, see-through walls. Yeah, but the flag is pretty clear. I wonder about this. Anyway, I would say it's not playable, but I don't think it's the Razer Edge Pro's fault per se. I think it's something that's a general thing, because for some reason, even on the regular version of the emulator, I couldn't. I mean, like the latest version, it just crashed before it even got to this gameplay. Right before it got to the gameplay, too. I sat through that long movie clip, which was a lot longer than it looked. Because I speeded it up, but and I felt very disappointed as it crashed. Hurt my feelings a little bit. I don't know who's friendly or who's foe. A bunch of Masingos. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry that this game is not playing right, but there might be. Oh wow, this game is pretty sick. I mean, I'm gonna have to research on the PlayStation emulator and see. PlayStation emulator's website and see if I can pull up some special settings. Probably some kind of speed hacks or some kind of game fixes that we can do for it. But as far as I can tell, this is straight out of the box on DirectX 9, and it's running. The textures is just bad. Alright, but thanks for watching, guys.